Hey guys, welcome back to Fashion Boss Innovations Academy. My name is Faith Abraham, the Creative Director, Fashion Boss Innovations Academy. In this tutorial video, you will learn how to make this standing African print bonnet with a bowl. This bonnet is actually meant for occasion and not the regular one we use at nights. Okay, you can wear it to any occasion of your choice. But before we start, please kindly subscribe. All right, thanks for doing that. Okay, so if you are a returning subscriber in this channel, I want to say thank you very much. Like I always say, without you there is no us. And if peradventure this is your first time of stopping by this channel, we say welcome. You are in the right place. Please kindly subscribe. Okay, all right, so like you've already seen on the thumbnail, we're going to be making an African print bonnet and a bowl, a standing one at that. Okay, and these are the materials we need for this project, the ones I'm showing you right away: the African print, the doll face, satin, your thread, your scissors, your pins, and your needles. Okay, right, and then of course your tape roll. Okay, this bonnet is actually very beautiful. Is the standing type. We'll be requiring gum stay for it. Okay, so I'm going to be taking you step by step as the project goes forth, on the measurement we require for each piece of the fabric we'll be using for this project. Okay, so this very one with me is the one for the body of the bonnet. Okay, and then on fold it is measuring 12 inches, okay, by length, and then by width it is also measuring 12 inches. I'll be showing in a bit on the tape roll. Okay, 24 inches when you open. All right, I'm also going to open it for you to see and then be sure of the measurements. Like I said earlier, on fold it was 12 inches, and then when we open now we're gonna have 24 inches, as you can see on the tape roll right now. It is actually a square. Okay, the width and the breadth are the same measurements, 24 by 24. Hope we understand. Okay, so I'm just folding this into 2 equal half. Okay, I fold it into 2 equal half, place it on the table and arrange it properly, making sure that all ends are equal, and then I fold it again. Okay, we are trying to get a circle out of this fold. Okay, this is actually how you fold to get a circle. Okay, so I fold it first into 2, and then I fold it the second time into 2, and then we have all together 4 pieces, 3 and then 4. Okay, they are actually 4 pieces all together, and then we are going to get our radius, and this is the folded end, not the side I'm showing you, not the side I'm showing you, and not the other side. Okay, from this side I'm showing you right now is where you're going to place your tape roll on to get your radius. Okay, your radius, or the circumference of the size of the circle you're trying to get. So I place my tape roll this way, and then I measure 12 inches. Don't forget, the fabric already gave us 12 inches. Okay, so this size is not cast in stone. It is actually subject to how big and how small you want your bonnet to be. If you want it bigger than this, you can increase the size to like 13, 14 inches. And before I forget, seam allowance is already included. That is allowance for sewing is already included. If you want it smaller than this, you can reduce it to like 11, 10 or 9, so it is not cast in stone. So I'm done measuring my circumference or my radius. I'm just going to connect my dash together to give me a proper curve. So I'm going to cut right away from where I chucked to get my curve. Follow us on Instagram at Fashion Boss, on Facebook at Fashion Boss Innovation. Join our Facebook group at Fashion Boss Innovation. Okay, so we have a circle cut out. Like I said, if you want it smaller than this, reduce the size. You want it bigger than this, increase the size. So I use the cut out circled pieces to cut out my lining. So we are using this door face, this satin door face, to line the inner part of this project. I'd already gone ahead to attach my gum stay to it because I want it very firm. This is what a gum stay look like. Okay, in this channel I've taught us how to use gum stay, how to use wording, and how to use all that interfacing. Okay, please check the channels and bring yourself up to speed. So I'd gone ahead to gum my gum stay to the inner parts of the bonnet, which is the lining, because the customer wants it firm. She's actually using it for a wedding. So as you can see, it's not the regular 9th wear bonnet. So I fold the circle into two, both the African print and the lining all together, and then on that end I measured 3 inches. On the other end I measured 3 inches, and then I just connected both ends together, right? And then I cut out. This will actually give us an opening at the back, okay, making it very easy for us to wear. So I'll run a straight stitch at this place where we cut that pieces out. I'll join it to the prints, and the lining. I'll join both of them together. When I'm done joining, I'm gonna notch it so that when we turn it, I will flip over to the other side. It relaxes very well. So your notches are very important. At this point, if your iron is closer to you, just give this part we just sewed a proper ironing. Okay, so take it into my sewing machine, and then I'm going to run a loose stitch on this part I'm showing you right now. Okay, I'll run a loose stitch on it because we're going to smoke it, or otherwise known as drawing of gathers. So I've run my stitches, a loosed one. So I'm going to pick one side of the thread. The thread comes into when you sew on your sewing machine. So I'm going to pick one to form my smoke or my gathers. You can also actually use your hand needle to pick it to form your gathers, okay, if you don't have your machine closer to you. So I'm just going to pull the thread and form my gathers. I'm done pulling my thread, and as you can see, our bonnet is formed already, looking all beautiful. Okay, so if you've watched this video up to this point and you've not subscribed, I'm please begging you to kindly do like this video, share it, give a thumbs up, and do not forget to drop a comment if you have any concern. We are always here to attend to your concern. So we are done with the body of the bonnet. So this piece is meant for the band, okay, and then the band is measuring The width is actually 4.5 inches, as you can see me show you right now, and then the length of the band is measuring about 34 thereabouts, 34 inches. That is the length. If you want it longer than this, you can make your band longer. That is, if you want to tie it all the way from the back to the front, it is totally fine. You make it longer than 34 inches. But for this very project, I don't want to tie it to the front because I'm going to make a bowl at the front part. So I fold my piece into two. I give it a proper ironing. I'm going to form a somewhat maybe bias pattern on this. Okay, so after folding into two and iron, I fold both ends inwardly and then I ironed. Okay, I fold the band into two. I use my chalk to get the midpoint of the band. If you are a regular viewer of this channel, some of these things we're doing shouldn't be strange to you. So I pick up my bonnet, I get the midpoint of the bonnet, right? I open up my band, that is like a bias already. I place the midpoint we initially chalked to the midpoint of the bonnet, right side facing the right side of the bonnet. I pinned it together. I continue pinning to keep both the band and the bonnet in place. So when I take to my sewing machine, either of them is not moving. Okay. I continue pinning to the end of the bonnet. Have you subscribed yet? Please, if you've not, kindly do. So I come to the other end. I repeat the same process of pinning the band to the bonnet. Okay, I flip the band over to the inner parts of the bonnet, like you can see me do, right, this way. So at this point, you can either pin it on or you sew it straight up. So I'm going to take it to my sewing machine right now, and then I sew to bringing the band and the bonnet together. So I'm done sewing. That is the little extension we have at the back for the tying, you know, to make it adjustable, so you can use that to do a proper tie and make the bonnet very firm to your head. So we are done with the bonnet. We're going to move over right now to the bowl. So I have this piece right here with me, measuring 15 inches by length, and then by width it is measuring about 10 inches. Okay, so on one side, half side of the piece, I glued my wording to it. So for those of us that love measurements, the wording is measuring 9 by 6. Okay, already glue it to one side of the fabric because I want the bowl to be very firm. So I fold it into two equal halves, right side facing the right side. I'm going to sew it like I'm showing you right now, leaving a part of it open where we can turn it inside out. So I'm done sewing. I went ahead to give it a proper ironing, and then here we are. Watch me form the bowl. This shouldn't be new to us, but peradventure if this is your first time, just do what I'm doing, replicate it, and then you have a beautiful bowl. Okay, I'm done forming my bowl. It's looking all beautiful. I have a piece of thread. I use it to tie the middle. Okay, keeping those plates in place for me. Please like this video, like it, give a thumbs up, comment, ask questions, tell us what we should do differently, what we are not doing right. Encourage us, tell us what we are doing that is right. Ask your questions. Subscribe. A lot of us that are watching this channel are not subscribers, and that is not being fair to us. Please subscribe. So I have this little piece with me. I fold both ends inward. I place it this way. I think I made a little mistake here. I'm going to correct it. Right. So I place the little piece this way, the right side of the fabric, facing the right side of the fabric. And then when I sew this end, I'm going to cut off the excess part, and then I will turn to hide the seam. Okay. Right, so I've trimmed off every excess fabric and thread, and then I'm going to turn it this way, bringing the right side out and then hiding the wrong side where we sewed inside. Okay. So like I was saying, that a lot of us that are watching this channel are not subscribers. It's not fair. It's not fair. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Okay. See, our bowl is looking all beautiful, all firm, all standing and ready. So at this point, you just attach it to any corner of your bonnet, wherever you want it to be. Okay. And then you are all set. You can wear it to church, you can wear it to concerts, you can wear it to any occasion. It's very beautiful. Okay, please subscribe. This is the final look of this project. You see how beautiful it is. It's not like the regular air bonnet we use at night. It's very beautiful, all firm and standing. Subscribe, please. Subscribe, and thank you for staying tuned. See you in another